I'm not saying I'm gonna rule the world or I'm gonna change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job, is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish, and because we're not gonna change the world, let's not talk about how we should change. I don't know how to change it, but I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody gonna clean it up.
Listen, man, I just wanna, talk about what's going on out here in these hip-hop streets, man. You know what I'm saying? Specifically as it pertains to faith and hip-hop meeting together. I think it's a whole wave and it's a whole movement right now of like faith and hip-hop really becoming not as opposite or as mutually exclusive. You know what I'm saying? I think when you look at the origins of hip-hop started off, in the Bronx, New York. It was the streets. It was the science of the gods in the earth, like the 5%ers. And that was kind of like the spirituality. Christianity or following Jesus in hip hop really wasn't like a acceptable thing, because the whole Jesus and church stuff was seen as like super geeky, southern, kind of behind. And what C.S. Lewis would call chronological snobbery, we think because we're so advanced and further along, we got computers and all types of stuff, that the Bible is like as old, as antiquated. And so hip hop really did not do a whole lot of meshing up with, Christian themes until you started hearing more Southern rappers, and you started hearing some West Coast rappers whose family came from the South. You would start to hear those themes. So I remember for me within hip hop, I first started hearing, Tupac reference God a lot, you know what I mean? And I didn't know which God he was talking to, but he was saying God way more often. Only God can judge me, and God this, God that. So it kind of helped me think like it was okay to have a sense of belief in God. And then it was Scarface, and then Scarface would like do whole sermons, you know what I'm saying? Like prayers and songs and the whole nine. And that was like inspiring and intriguing. And then it was DMX, who was like, yo, full out, like I'm praying before these songs start.
You don't hear the old music that was great back in the game. You don't hear people bumping DMX, DMX is one of my favorite artists. He's one of my all-time greats after Tupac. You don't hear people talking about DMX, like real music that touch you. That's what I make that DMX shit that touch you. You don't hear that shit no more. Like, you don't hear people make that music like DMX and Tupac. That music fucking touch you, man. DMX made me cry at a concert. That nigga did his prayer, the last thing, that nigga made me cry. I was 15 years old in my first concert I ever went to. My uncle them took me to it in Jacksonville, Florida.
Same token, life is not just beautiful. It's not just having fun. It's not all killing and drugs, though. I'm not gonna front, but it's not all fun. So the perfect album to me is when you talk about the hard shit, talk about the sexy shit, the fun shit, the sad shit, the hurting shit. You know what I mean?
Sexy, sexy, gangster, sexy. Humble is sexy, sexy.